Have you ever sat quietly late at night and wondered how someone whose single text message used to make your whole world light up now barely gets a glance at the screen? How two people who used to search for excuses just to talk, where 24 hours a day never felt like enough, can now sit in the same room, share the same bed, hidden behind bright phone screens in complete heavy silence. Does love actually fade with time? Or is it the way we see each other that changes? Why does that early warmth, that deep connection, that effortless joy slowly slip through our fingers without us even noticing? We often like to believe that love is this magical, unchanging force. We tell ourselves that once we find the one, everything else will just fall into place automatically. But is that really how human connection works? Today, let's talk about what actually happens to love over time and how to rediscover what feels lost. Think back to the very beginning of your relationship. It almost felt like a dream, didn't it? That sudden flutter in your chest whenever their name popped up on your phone, the way they smiled, the way they laughed, the way they held your hand. Everything about them felt like the most beautiful thing in the world. Missing a single day of talking left a hollow space inside you. Back then, you simply couldn't get enough of each other. Even their little quirks and flaws felt endearing. But as the months turned into years, subtle shifts started happening. The voice that used to ask, "Did you make it home safe?" or "How was your day?" now casually says, "Hey, I'm busy. I'll talk to you later." The weekends you used to plan weeks in advance just to spend a few precious hours together have turned into days spent sitting in separate rooms, just craving alone time. You used to make time for each other. Today, you only give each other the leftover scraps of your day. When you start realizing this, a quiet fear creeps in. You lie awake asking yourself, are they falling out of love with me? Is this the end of us? Some days, it feels like you've turned into nothing more than polite roommates sharing a roof. If you're feeling this right now, know that you are not alone. This is a silent heartbreak experienced by millions, yet spoken about by very few. Why does this happen? What is the psychology behind this gradual drift? It usually comes down to 4 major shifts. 1. Novelty becomes normalcy. In the beginning, every relationship experiences the honeymoon phase. Your brain is flooded with dopamine. It's an emotional high. But human psychology is designed for adaptation. Over time, your brain gets used to their presence. Once your subconscious realizes this person is safe and isn't going anywhere, the thrilling excitement fades into comfort. Remember, the loss of excitement is not the loss of love. It is simply your nervous system settling into safety. 2. We stop celebrating the small things. Early on, every small effort mattered. A cup of coffee in the morning, a sweet text, a small surprise. But over time, those thoughtful gestures become expected routine. We start taking each other for granted. And when a partner feels unseen or unappreciated, they slowly, often unconsciously, stop trying. 3. Unspoken expectations. We fall into the trap of thinking, we've been together so long, they should just know how I feel. When you're upset and they ask what's wrong, you reply, nothing. But deep down, you're waiting for them to wrap their arms around you and dig deeper. When they take your nothing at face value and walk away, resentment builds. This communication gap creates a canyon over time. 4. The heavy weight of life. When you first fell in love, love was all you had to focus on. But adult life builds up. Career stress, financial pressure, household duties, family responsibilities, emotional exhaustion leaves us with very little energy to pour back into our partner. Here is the ultimate truth we must understand. Love is not just a feeling that happens to you. Love is a choice. Love is a verb. Real love isn't defined by stomach butterflies that last forever. Real love actually begins when the honeymoon phase ends. Real, mature love is seeing someone's flaws, witnessing their bad days, knowing their baggage, and still waking up every day choosing to stand by them. The fiery passion of the beginning is meant to mature into something deeper: peace, security, and true companionship. But because modern culture tells us to chase constant excitement, we panic when the high wears off. Love rarely dies from a lack of feeling. It fades when we stop trying to understand each other. People evolve. The person you started dating 5 years ago is not the exact same person standing in front of you today. Life has weathered them, just as it has weathered you. The beauty of a lasting relationship is learning to fall in love with the new versions of each other along the way.
If you are listening to this right now and you feel a distance growing in your relationship, don't lose heart. A quiet spell in a relationship doesn't mean the love is dead. A great relationship isn't about feeling initial passion every single day. It's about choosing each other, especially on the hard, quiet days. If they feel distant, don't wait for them to make the first move. Tonight, sit down beside them, put the phone away, hold their hand, initiate the conversation you've been avoiding. Before walking away from a spark that seems to be dimming, try rekindling it first.
Because at the end of the day, some love stories don't end because love vanished. They end simply because both people stopped pouring effort into the garden they built together. Love is a daily, conscious choice. Tomorrow morning when you wake up, choosing to love them again is entirely in your hands. Take care of yourself and take care of each other. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. And make sure to comment your opinion on our video. Have a great day.